Good afternoon. I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive, and I'm very pleased to be here with our Director of Economic Development, Bridget Gibbons, for a significant announcement about how we plan to work together in the business community in an innovative way going forward. And we couldn't think of a better place to do it than doing it here with our friends from the Business Council of Westchester at their annual EXPO, which has a larger than ever turnout, both of exhibitors and attendees. And Marcia Gordon, our friend who's the president of the Business Council, and Tony Justic, I'm not sure if I have the titles right. Help me in the right titles. President and Chairman of the board. Yeah. And we're going to have Bridget talk about the county's initiative in trying to incentivize incubator technology in Westchester County. Now, I have to admit, I'm 65 years old. There's a lot of technological things I don't really get as well as I should. But younger entrepreneurs, people in the millennial and Gen Y generations, are recreating what small business is all about. And so it's not just the traditional businesses that we're accustomed to in Westchester, the large businesses, the major brand names that we're proud to have in Westchester, but also trying to create an environment where businesses that are starting out will find a home in Westchester and grow in Westchester. And I might add, as they grow as businesses, using services of many of these businesses that are here in a symbiotic way to grow. So I give you Bridget Gibbons, our Director of Economic Development, to talk about a program that we're calling Element 46.
Thank you, George. Today is just a very, very exciting day. We've been working very hard on this initiative for the last 8 months. I want to thank Marcia Gordon, who's been a fantastic co-chair of the Incubator Initiative. I want to thank all of our board of directors, some of whom are here today. And we also have a task force of about 45 people, business owners and investors in the community that have really been helping us to formulate and form this program. So it's Element 46. It's we're going to launch with 3 or 4 business incubators. So the goal is to have startups join the incubator, and then they'll stay with us for 4 months, and we will help them really professionalize and really grow their business. We are going to be offering mentors. So each startup will have a team of mentors, probably 2 or 3 mentors. We're going to offer training and programming to really help the business on, maybe it's around financing or bookkeeping or other things where they might need help. We're going to have a curated list of professional service providers, so that will be offering their services pro bono. So that's lawyers and bookkeepers and accountants. And then they're going to have free space. So we're going to be housing these entrepreneurs in existing co-working spaces in the county. So we're going to take advantage of the spaces that are here. It's very efficient. We don't have to build out a location for the entrepreneurs, and the co-working spaces are really set up for startups. So they're open spaces which really do enable collaboration, and really they're just what we need. So we have a website. It's element46.org. We are looking for applications from professional service providers, from folks who might want to volunteer as a mentor, for co-working spaces who might want to host, and we're especially looking for entrepreneurs. So we want to see if we can draw entrepreneurs up from the city or Brooklyn, New York City, Manhattan or Brooklyn, and really start to create, really ultimately the goal is to create an entrepreneurial spirit here in Westchester County. We have many of the elements. We do have angel investors, and we do have venture capitalists, and we do have other investors, and we have business accelerators here. But what we don't have are the entrepreneurs, a place where entrepreneurs can gather and really develop their businesses and then be ready for that investment. So that's the goal. We really want to attract maybe younger folks, or even people who have retired and have a startup business. They would be welcome also. So we're really looking forward to the application for startups is due at the end of April, and April 19th for the other people involved. So go to our website, element46.org, and please share, spread the word about this really important initiative.
It's very important to understand that the role of government in business development has to change from being one where the government tries to create structures and rather partners with existing associations and organizations and tries to help incentivize things, but not necessarily own that process. And I think that reflects the fact that the nature of business is changing. If you go back 50 years ago, major corporations left New York City to come to Westchester County, PepsiCo, IBM, and we're very honored to have MasterCard and Regeneron and North American operations headquartered for Heineken and Danone North America. But these small businesses are what the focus of this expo is about, as well as the coming economic development in Westchester County, that it's not just one big ownership that will take over a building. Think of what was once General Foods, later became Philip Morris, and now 800 Westchester Avenue across the street is the home to a diverse number of organizations, including the home of BCW. So since this wonderful event is executed by BCW, I want to invite Marcia Gordon and Tony, if she'd like, to say a few words about the Expo and how it ties into the Council's vision for advancing small business, which is what the connection is today with Element 46.
Thank you so much. This Expo today and for the past 17 years has really been about what the Business Council of Westchester is about, and that's about helping businesses build their business, connect with others, and ultimately win in business. And we always talk about economic development, but economic development is exactly what's happening here. It's helping businesses get the capacity to grow, to connect with each other, and to do good for the community. We have such a diverse mix of organizations here, small to large, to solopreneurs, to nonprofits, for-profits. It's really, really exciting. And we have some special segments. We have a green business aisle. We have a health and wellness aisle. We have professional services. We have technology, and we have new businesses. So we have great sectors here that we know that are growing, as well as general businesses and fabulous food. I mean, let's be honest. The food, it really helps. But the food is what Westchester is about also, because we're a destination for hospitality and for great hotels and great food. So enjoy. This fits in so well. We're proud to support Element 46. And you know, Tony, you look at your business. You were, years ago, 20 years ago, how many? 2 employees? And how many now?
Over 100.
Over 100, and just bought a building? Just bought a building. So if there was an incubator back then, you would probably be in it. But you're a great example of a company that has done it. And you could be a great example to the companies in Element 46. Yeah. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Great.
Are you going to say a couple words? I'd like to just... I just wanted to acknowledge one person. So when I took this position 15 months ago, I did a lot of listening, and I had a meeting with Sandy Wallman, who's just came here, and he's the head of Westchester Angels. It's an investment group, and he said, Bridget, we in the business community have been trying for years to get an incubator started. Can you please help us? So I really see the county's role as we're an enabler, we're a convener and an enabler, and it really, you know, everyone, there really is critical mass, there really is momentum here, and I thank Sandy and I thank Arain Barrett, who's also, he's an entrepreneur here in Westchester County, and he and I had a conversation early on, and he said, you know, Bridget, you know, Westchester really isn't good. And he used different words for entrepreneurs. You really need to help us here. So they really inspired me to take this initiative on, and we're really looking forward to it being tremendously successful.
So encourage everyone to just visit.
Yeah, everyone, you know, mill around, taste the samplers, and you know, check out all the great businesses that are here.
Before we break up the press conference, let me introduce 2 key members also of our county team. We have Tom Kleiner, who's with us here, head of workforce development. Tom. And Nancy Barr, Westchester County legislator, who represents this area, the 6th district. So I think it's probably more realistic, given the logistics here, for our friends in the media. We'll just come over to you, Marcia, Tony, any of us, for any one-on-one discussions. And the rest of you, enjoy the rest of this expo. It's fabulous. Thank you, Marcia, for hosting us for this event. Tony, we appreciate it very much. Thank you all for listening.